Our next presenter is Ashley Morris from the Public Affairs PhD program.
What happens when your life is suddenly interrupted by the onset of mental health symptoms for a child in your care? Much attention is given to the treatment of those diagnosed with a mental illness, but not to the caregivers who devote their lives to keeping them well. I call them the essential caregivers. It is frequently anticipated that family caregivers will provide physical, emotional, medical, and financial support for a person in their care. Caregiving often results in high amounts of burden for caregivers. Every member of the family is at risk for severe emotional distress. Now let's add to that the discrimination burden related to being assigned a minoritized identity. As a population with multiple minoritized identities, Black women experience higher levels of racism and discrimination as they navigate healthcare systems. So this research addresses some of the gaps in the literature, but is also a response to a call from those researchers to examine the factors that contributed to the unique experiences of Black mothers who engaged in past studies. I used a theory-building method of inquiry due to the limited knowledge regarding this phenomenon, and conducted interviews with the iterative process where I went back and forth from interviewing participants to data analysis. And what I found is that Black women parenting children diagnosed with mental illnesses don't have the time or energy to engage in our research studies. And I love to explain that further, but they're only giving me 3 minutes, so you have to read about it in my manuscript. Nonetheless, when they found the time to share, Black women reported that they feel solely responsible for the mental health of their children. They find and navigate interventions and resources on their own. They utilize formal supports as a last resort and often find those supports to be ineffective. And although most had never engaged in counseling themselves, when they were unable to meet the mental health needs of their children, they all sought professional support. So we should further examine whether those mothers who have a positive experience when they seek mental health services for their children will be more likely to seek mental health services for themselves. And also those mothers who did seek minimal support from others sought it from other Black women. So we should examine how we can create an environment where Black women can talk about mental health without having to worry about racism, sexism, and stigma, and where other Black women can be sources of supports and powerful messages to destigmatize mental illness. And the last thing I want to share from my inquiries is that Black women often don't talk about their challenges with their families. They don't talk about it with their friends, but they made the time to talk about it with me. What was most intriguing is that every single one of them expressed gratitude to me for engaging in this research. And what that says to me is that they want their stories heard. So I thank you all for this opportunity to fulfill that desire by giving you just a glimpse into the lived experiences of the essential caregivers. Thank you.